Check, check, check. Testing 1, 2. Testing 1, 2.
Tell you what it was, son. Electric battles never done. Dreams unfold with every fight. Shine and sparkle into the night.
Welcome to Hollywood Elite Wrestling, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Grandpa Choco. It is a pleasure to have you tuned in today. We have a full chat room. Neil Lau was first in line, so he gets a nice ringside seat if he wants to sit ringside. I mean, he was first in line, so it's up to him. Durandus is here, Bear805, Christopher Merriman, Joe Brooks, Miho Burns, and Franklin Long. Welcome to all of you. It is a pleasure to have you here today on this beautiful Saturday morning here on the West Coast. And we are ready. Michael Brada is here, just came in. We are ready for some Hollywood Elite action. And it's always an interesting, Kathy Evans is here too. Hello, Kathy Evans. It's always interesting, these cards, right? But I kind of do all the title defenses. I'm sure you've realized this on the 5s and the 10s card numbers. And so the next card will be 185, but we got to figure out who is going to be facing the champs, and we will be doing that today. Before we get going, I want to send out a special thank you to all the Golden Circle channel members. These are the fine people who support the channel by clicking that join button. And if it weren't for them, these videos probably would not be happening. So a big thank you to all the Golden Circle channel members. They also get to see exclusive videos like the pre-show, which we will talk about in just a second. But a big salute to the Golden Circle channel members. Also, we will be using the FG Assistant app here today. This version of the FG Assistant app that I'm using to roll out these cards is a pre-release version. This version I don't believe is live to the public yet, but if you would like to find out more about this very, very cool but unauthorized way to play Filsinger Games card games on your desktop, head on over to patreon.com/FG Assistant and you will find out more information there. I will say that the people who watch the pre-show, the Golden Circle channel members, got to see a sneak peek of a new feature that was added, and I'm sure we will run across that feature here today. Before we get going into the card, let's take a look at what happened last night in the pre-show. The pre-show was streamed last night. If you are a Golden Circle channel member and you don't want to be spoiled, pause for maybe about a minute and you won't be spoiled. But Buddy Rose and Doug Summers beat the Mulkeys. Summers beat Bill Mulkey with a Summer suplex in 1 minute and 21 seconds. Debbie Combs beat Cora Combs via rolling cradle. The Love Brothers beat the Rock and Roll Express. And in sort of the pre-show main event, Austin Idol beat Curt Hennig with the Las Vegas leg lock. That was a really, really fun match. So if you want to check that out, Golden Circle channel members, that live stream is available to you. Now, looking at the matches we have here tonight, we're going to start with Tina Moretti versus Lelani Kai with Jimmy Hart. The Road Warriors with Paul Ellering. We haven't seen the Road Warriors in quite some time here in Hollywood Elite Wrestling. They'll be taking on the Moondogs, so I'm sure that will be a straight by-the-book type of match. We've got Antonino Rocca versus Antonio Inoki. I didn't just put them together as some little joke on their name. They both have similar win streaks and records, so I was like, yeah, sure, I'll put them together. Vampiro versus George Hackenschmidt. Turns out these two guys are ranked. These guys both have a good win streak. We got a number 1 contenders match for the women's title for Sherri Martel. Joanie Laurer versus Melina. And then our number 1 contenders match to face the Blonde Bombers will be the British Bulldogs versus the California Connection. California Connection are undefeated so far since their arrival. And then in our main event to face Kurt Angle, we have Frank Gotch versus Dutch Savage. So this should be a lot of fun. All right, headed to the ring for our first match. We got to put some match counters out for Jimmy Hart. Manager interference attempts. Now he gets 2. because he gets one on his chart and then one on the regular chart. And then distraction attempts. Salvador America, welcome. Great to have you here. Salvador America saying there's nothing better than some HEW action today. Well, I'm glad to hear it. I think we will have to look at the records. The Mulkeys might have won via DQ in Hollywood Elite Wrestling. I would have to look. Maybe not. I don't know. All right, here we go. Rolling the dice, ringing the bell, and Tina Moretti going to start things off with a clothesline, an agility move that will work. Hurt 2 into the ropes. Whips Lelani Kai into the ropes. You come with the ropes. The powerful flying shoulder tackle. Roll on level 2 offense. Big boot 2. Tina Moretti reverses it. Hair pull. Snap mare 1. Lelani Kai reverses it. Hammer lock and leg trip. Dazing Tina Moretti. There's a drop kick. Hurt 2. Double chop off the turnbuckle. Tina Moretti moves out of the way. Stomps to the body. Hurt 2. More stomps to the body. Lelani Kai rolls out of the way. Choice A. Gonna whip her into the ropes. You come up the ropes. The opponent puts you down with a running back elbow. Into the turnbuckle. Whips Tina into the turnbuckle. And she catches Lelani Kai with a skull-splitting lariat. And Lelani Kai goes down hard. Hurt 2. Bulldog 2. Lelani Kai is back up, reverses it, double chop off the turnbuckle, Hurt 2, into the turnbuckle again, whips her in, and it's a reversal. Lelani Kai goes in, crushed by a big kick, and there is a flapjack, and that catches Lelani Kai. Target is 2, rolls an 8. Jimmy Hart got a little nervous there, but was not going to interfere. There's the Moretti driver, Hurt 2. Bulldog 2, Lelani Kai reverses it. Hammerlock and leg trip 1, dazed 1. Hammerlock and leg trip 1, dazed 1. Choke on ropes 2, Hurt 2. Surfboard choice A. Throw the opponent into the ropes. Gonna risk it, throw her into the ropes. You come with the ropes, opponent puts you down with a running back elbow. Choice A, again, gonna whip into the ropes. The opponent tries a running clothesline, but so do you, the wrestler. It's a double clothesline. The wrestler with the better ropes rating. They are equal, so Lelani Kai will roll on level 3. There's the running splash. Target is 5, rolls a 10. Able to kick out. And there, a running splash again. Target is 6. Roll is a 6, and the match is over. 2 running splashes in a row. And running splash. And let's see. That'll be a 1.5 star match. Lelani Kai picking up the victory over Tina Moretti in our opener. All right, time for our next match, and this will be the Moondogs versus Hawk and Animal. And let's see, we got to add some match counters here for Paul Ellering. And distraction attempts. All right, and we're going to have Moondog Rex start with Hawk. And we will roll the dice, and we will ring the bell. And Moondog Rex actually going to start off. Face Mangler 2, trying to rub that face paint off. Hurt 2, back elbow smash 2. Hurt 2, going to try and make the tag, not able to do it. Running knee into the corner, choice D. Power rating, that will work on a 6 or less. Gonna go for the agility, and that will work on an 8 or less. No, does not work. Double clothesline 3, add 1, tag, and that is a Hurt 2. Into the turnbuckle, whips Rex into the turnbuckle, crushed by a big kick. Jumping elbow drop 3, down 3. Can he make the tag? No, he cannot. Boot to the midsection 2, Hurt 2. Still trying to make the tag. Still can't do it. Into the turnbuckle. Whips him into the turnbuckle. The opponent tries a running clothesline, but they move. Crash into the turnbuckle. Moondog Rex covers him. Target is 2. Rolls a 7. Easy kick out there. And there is a shoulder breaker. Target is 3. They're not going to use a pin save. Roll is an 11. Moondog Rex still on the offensive, but he is going to tag in Spot. And Spotty comes in. I loved how... Gorilla Monsoon used to call him Spotty. Jumping Stomps 2. Dazed 1. Into the ropes. Whips him into the ropes. The opponent gets in position, but Animal catches him, hits him with a pile driver, rolls on level 3, and then not going to throw him out of the ring. Going to keep him in the ring. Flying Shoulder Ram 3. Hurt 2. Scoop Slam 2. Moondog Spot reverses it. Yeah, this is just a regular match. There is no DQ, even though, this is just the first time they're meeting. So Moondog Spot reverses it. Clubbing Forearms 2. Hurt 2. Going for the tag. Is able to do it. Here comes Hawk. Hawk with a boot to the face. That will work. Hurt 2. Going to try and make the tag. Is able to do it. And Moondog Rex comes in with a double team in the corner. Hurt 2. Fist drop, but it's a power move. Can't make it happen. Into the ropes. Whips Spotty into the ropes. You count the ropes. The power flying shoulder tackle. Roll on level 2 offense. Choice F. Try a leg drop. Let me see. Yeah, his power is a -3, so that would be a 4. So he's going to go for the agility, which will still be a 6. Does not work. Jumping Fist Drop 2, power, that will work. Hurt 2. Jumping Fist Drop 2, Hurt 2. Gorilla Press Slam 3, Hurt 2. Gorilla Press Slam 3, Hurt 2. Drop Kick 2. Moondog Spot reversing it into the ropes. Whips him into the ropes. You count the ropes. Opponent puts you down with a running back elbow. Double clothesline 3. It's a tag move. Down 3. Can Hawk make the tag? Yes, he can. Here comes Animal with a press slam. Power move. He has the power. That will work. That catches Moondog Rex. They are going to use a pin save here. Your tag partner tries to save you, but is stopped. Roll your pin. So target is 4. Roll is an 8. And Animal still in control. Boot to the midsection 2. Hurt 2. Can he make the tag? Yes, he can. Here comes Spot with some clubbing forearms. Animal reverses it with an arm bar. Hurt 2. Back body drop 2. Hurt 2. Going for the tag. Can't do it. Here comes Rex with a bite. Animal says no way. Jumping elbow drop. 3. Down 3. Gonna try and make the tag. Not able to do it. Boot to the midsection 2. Hurt 2. Flying shoulder ram 3. That catches him. They're gonna use their last pin save here. And your tag partner tries to save you, but is stopped by the opponent. Roll your pin. Target is 5. Roll is a 9. He is able to kick out, but Moondog Rex now bloodied. And an Animal tosses him out of the ring. The opponent comes out of the ring and tries to hit you with an object like a steel chair. But what kind of object might he possibly hit him with? Well, it's a good thing the FG assistant has this new draw card feature, and we can use the amazing Dave Little's cards. So let's see what we're going to do. Oh, did I not load the cards? Oh, no. I have to load the cards. I did not do that before we begin. So this is not as impressive as it should be, and I apologize to Carl Zilla for not loading the card beforehand. Okay, so it is loaded in there now, so we can get rid of this. Oh, wait. Whoa, what happened? All right, let me bring that back. Load. All right, so you can now have these foreign objects or any cards into the system. The FG Assistant app does not come with the foreign object cards, but if you have them, you can load them in. Also, the Champions of the Galaxy foreign object cards that I made, those are available for download via mod.io. But anyway, let's see what foreign object Animal hits Moondog Rex with. It is a video monitor. All right, so hits him with the video monitor. Let me see if I get rid of this. There we go. So now I can just draw a card from downhill. So he hits him with a video monitor and then rolls on level 3 off. Oh, wait, we got to roll disqualification. We got so wrapped up in that, we got to roll disqualification. You know what? I'm going to say that Ellering is going to distract. Let's see if he distracts. It is a success, so there won't be a DQ there. And Animal will roll on level 3 offense. Camel Clutch. Choice G. Death Jump, Tombstone Pile Driver. Power is a -2. Going to go for the death jump. He's climbing up. Blasts him with a flying clothesline. Rolls on level 3. Choice G again going up for the death jump. Another big clothesline from the top. There's a power slam. There's no pin saves left. Target is 6. Roll is an 8. He is able to kick out. And Animal going to tag in Hawk. Hawk comes in. Not going to throw him out of the ring. They think they've got him beat. Into the ropes, whips him in. The wrestler with the better ropes rating, that's going to be Hawk. Hawk recovers first and hits a running clothesline 3. Hurt 2. Into the ropes again. The opponent uses one of his specialty moves and goes in for the kill. Not going to throw him out of the ring. Will whip him into the ropes again. Another specialty move. Not going to throw him. They really want to throw him out of the ring. Into the ropes. The wrestler with the better ropes rating recovers first. That is going to be Hawk. Hawk rolls on level 3. Running clothesline 3. Hurt 2. Double clothesline 3. Add 1. That is a tag move. Poor Rex is beaten to a pulp here. Hurt 2. Not going to throw him out of the ring. Jumping elbow drop 3. Down 3. Can he make the tag? No. Can't do it. And there is the Doomsday device +4. So the target here will be 12. So I think they're going to get it. But let's see what happens. The roll is a 9 and the match is over. And there we go. So let's see. Animal hit the Doomsday device. So that means Hawk pinned. And the Doomsday device there on poor Moondog Rex. 8, so that will be a, but I'm going to give that 2.5 stars there. And we will move on to our next match. And our next match is Antonino Rocca versus Antonio Inoki. You know what? I'm going to load, before we start this match, I'm going to load the other, oops, nope, I don't want 2 foreign objects. Load the foreign objects, and then I want to load the out-of-ring action cards. There we go. So those are both, now I usually use the foreign objects more than the out-of-ring action cards, but here we go. All right. And yeah, let's see. I don't think either of these... roll 1 die and rolls a 4 and 6 does octopus hold. Okay. Here we go. Let's roll the dice. Let's ring the bell. And Antonio Inoki starting things off. Forearm smashes. Choice A. Power is a 0. Ropes is an A. Gonna go for the power. This will work on an 8 or less. No, it does not work. Antonino Rocca reverses it. Not going to throw him into the ropes. Going to roll up. Diving, drop, toe hold, dazed 1. High hip drop, choice B. And let's see. His turnbuckle's a B. Going to whip him into the turnbuckle, but Antonio Inoki lifts a knee and rolls on level 2. Hits a drop kick, but Rocca gets out of the way. Crushing body scissors, hurt 2. Open hand chops. Inoki says, no, thank you. Reverses it. Reverse hammerlock, but it's an agility move. Rocca with the agility. And there is a handstand head scissor throw. And that is, that might take out Inoki, but probably not because his pin rating is a 1. Target is a 1, roll is an 11. So there's 1 fatigue there. Flying head scissors, 3, hurt 2. Handstand head scissor throw, 3, down 3. Inoki's not leaving the ring. Flying head scissors, 3, hurt 2. Crushing body scissors, 3, down 3. Leg lace with headstand, choice C. Agility would be a 5 or less. Going to play it safe. Go for the power. 7 or less. 8. It does not work. Here comes Inoki. Belly to back suplex. That catches Rocca. Target 2. Roll is an 11. And Inoki not going to throw him out of the ring. Belly to back suplex. Hurt 2. Another belly to back suplex. Hurt 2. Another belly to back suplex. Hurt 2. A diving knee drop. 3. Down 3. Rocca not leaving the ring. Not going to throw him out of the ring. These two are here for the wrestling. Karate kicks, 2 leg, 2. Hurt 2. Diving knee drop, 3. Hurt 2. Mr. Baseman, welcome. Drop kick, 2. Hurt 2. Choice C. Yeah, agility is a -4, so you need a 3 or less. He's going to play it safe with the power. This will work on a 7 or less. It does not. And Rocca, not going to throw him into the ropes. Going to roll up. Choice B. Going to whip him into the turnbuckle. Crushed by a big kick. Opponent rolls on level 2. Handstand head scissor throw. Hurt 2. Monkey flip 2. Antonino Inoki reverses it. Choice C. Again, going to have to go for the power. 7 or less. 4. It works that time. Hurt 2. Choice C again. Again, going to have to go for the power. 7 or less. It works again. Hurt 2. Choice C again. Going to go for the power. 7 or less. No. Third time does not be the charm. Does not be the charm. Hurt 2. Monkey flip 2. Inoki reverses it on 1. Goes for a body slam. That will work. But Rocca, no, reverses it. Open hand chops 2. Inoki reverses it. Drop kick 2. Hurt 2. Belly to back suplex. Hurt 2. Diving knee drop 3. Hurt 2. Into the turnbuckle. Whips Rocca into the turnbuckle. Crushed by a big kick. Opponent rolls on level 2 offense. Drop kick 2. Antonino Rocca reverses it on 1. Roundhouse forearm. That will work. Hurt 2. Crushing body scissors 3. That catches Inoki. Target is 2. Rolls a 4. He is able to break free. There's a flying head scissors. Down 3. Flying head scissors keeps him locked on. Down 3. And there's the Argentine backbreaker. Plus 2. Target is 5. Rolls a 10. But now Inoki is busted open. Death jump. Rocca going up to the top. Blasts him with a clothesline. And there's the Argentine backbreaker again. Target is 6. Roll is a 7. Inoki still hanging on. And another backbreaker. Target is 7. Rolls a 9. He is still hanging on. Ladies and gentlemen, series of drop kicks. 3. Add 1. Hurt 2. Monkey flip 2. Hurt 2. Open hand chops 2. Hurt 2. Open hand chops 2. Dazed 1. Inoki's coming back. Roundhouse forearm 2. Hurt 2. Into the ropes. No. Going to roll up. Rolling single leg takedown. Dazed 1. Rolling single leg takedown. Inoki reverses it. Whips Rocca into the turnbuckle. And he catches him with a skull splitting lariat. Opponent rolls on level 3 defense. Hurt 2. Open hand chops 2. Dazed 1. Face slap with foot. How insulting. Dazed 1. Face slap with foot. Dazed 1. Roundhouse forearm 2. Oops. I hit the wrong thing there. Antonino Inoki reverses it. Hard open hand slap, because you slap me with your foot, I'll slap you with my hand. And let's see what happens. Yeah, that hurts him. Jumping stomps, choice C. Again, going to have to go for that power. 7 or less. Does not work. Crushing body scissors 3. Hurt 2. Monkey flip 2. Dazed 1. High hip roll 3. Gonna whip him into the turnbuckle again. And Inoki catches him with a skull-splitting lariat. Hurt 2. Belly to back suplex 3. Hurt 2. Jumping stomps. Choice C. Again, power doesn't work. Crushing body scissors 3. Down 3. Argentine backbreaker. Target is 9. Rolls a 5. And that will end the match finally. A hard fighting backbreaker match here. Let's see. Rocca wins. Target is 8, so that's going to be a 4-star match there between those two. Kamala is here. Inoki not going down easy. He certainly did not. All right. Here it's our last match before the big... Our last match before the big number 1 contenders matches. We got Vampiro versus George Hackenschmidt. Roll once for submission. Events will add 1 to the opponent's pin rating, and then roll for pin. All right. Here we go. Rolling the dice, ringing the bell. A clash of styles here for sure. And George Hackenschmidt going to start things off. Forearm uppercuts. Power move. That will work. Hurt 2. Waistlock suplex 3. Hurt 2. Single leg pickup and slam 3. Hurt 2. Half Nelson. Choice D. Power is a -1. Going to go for it. 8 or less. 9. No. Vampiro able to reverse. Not going to whip him into the ropes. Going to roll up. Chop to the chest. Hurt 2. Super kick 3. Hurt 2. One hand bulldog 2. Hurt 2. One hand bulldog 2. Hurt 2. Uranagi 3. Hurt 2. One hand bulldog 2. George Hackenschmidt reverses it into the turnbuckle, whips him in. But no, Vampiro moves out of the way as Hackenschmidt charges in, and Hackenschmidt will roll out of the ring. Crawls helplessly back in, and Vampiro's like, you want to go out of the ring? We'll go out of the ring. Throws him back out, crawls helplessly back in. Death jump, no, going to roll up. A jumping back kick 2. Hurt 2. Power slam, choice B. Let's see, turnbuckle is a B. Going to throw him into the turnbuckle. You bounce forward off the turnbuckle, catch the opponent with a skull-splitting lariat. They go down hard. Hurt 2. Single leg pickup and slam 3. Down 3. Vampiro rolls out of the ring, crawls helplessly back in, and there is the Russian bear hug. So let me see this again. Roll once for submission. If unsuccessful, add 1 to the opponent's pin rating, and then roll for pin. So this is a +1. Target is 3. Roll is a 10, so we add 1. And then we roll pin. Target is 3. Roll is a 6. And he is now at 2, but he is still in it. George Hackenschmidt, jumping knee smash. Choice C. Agility is a -2. Gonna play it safe with the power. 6 or less. No, doesn't work. Vampiro, one-handed bulldog. Dazed 1. Spinning round kick 2. Hurt 2. Jumping back kick 2. Hurt 2. Choice B. Gonna whip him into the turnbuckle. You bounce forward into an incredible neck-breaking clothesline. Opponent rolls on level 3 offense. There's nail in the coffin. +2. Target is 4. Roll is an 8. He is able to kick out there. Top rope spin kick 3. Hurt 2. Jumping back kick 2. George Hackenschmidt reverses it. Choice D again. And again, going to go for the power. This will work on an 8 or less. 8, it does work. Down 3. Vampiro rolls out of the ring. The opponent comes out of the ring and tries to hit you with an object like a steel chair. What kind of object? A video monitor. Well, we already had a video monitor. Let's try a different one here. Brass knuckles. Hackenschmidt with some brass knuckles. Let's see if he is disqualified. DQ is a 4. He is. For the blatant brass knuckle hit right there. And I think we have possibly a new feud starting here. DQ after smash with brass knuckles. Let me make a little note here because we're going to have a rematch between these two on the next card. G. Hackenschmidt versus Vampiro. Grudge match. Okay. That will be for another time. 2-star match there. And here we go with the first of 3 number 1 contender matches. This will determine who will face Sherri Martel on the next card. We got Joanie Laurer. We got Melina. Joanie Laurer used bold instructions when wrestling against men. So we're just using the regular instructions. Let's roll the dice. Let's ring the bell. And Joanie Laurer starting things off. Standing knee drop 2, but it's an agility move. Melina with the agility. Reverse DDT, choice D. Power. That would be a 5 or less. Going to go with agility. 9 or less. No, does not work. Joanie Laurer with a power slam. Down 3. Hurricane Rana, choice E. Agility is a -2. Gonna go for it. 7 or less. 6, it does work. Hurt 2. Vertical suplex 2. Hurt 2. Spinning neckbreaker 3. Hurt 2. Vertical suplex 2. Hurt 2. Handspring elbow 3. Hurt 2. Vertical suplex 2. Down 3. Death jump. Joanie Laurer going up. Oh no, the referee is smashed. The referee is down. You know what we're going to do? We're going to roll on the hurt referee chart. in the back of the ringside companion. All right, so let's see. We roll. If you want, you can use this if you roll a 2 on one of those charts. Okay, so let's roll 2 dice. It is a 7. Follow the instructions for number 3, except the referee cumbers under 8 moves on offense. The referee is unconscious. The match continues for 8 moves on offense, with the death jump wrestler making the first move on level 3 offense. Ignore pins, disqualifications, or countouts. Continue keeping track of fatigue. Outside interference may occur as well. The referee recovers. After 16 moves, he might disqualify the death jump wrestler for knocking him down. Okay, so we got 8 moves here. And that starts with Joanie Laurer. And there is a power bomb plus 3, so that'll be 1 fatigue. And that is 1 move. So we're going to be, when the move count gets to 18, that's when we know we've hit 8 moves. Death jump going up again. The opponent blasts you with a flying move. You're in trouble. Opponent rolls on level 3 offense. Sleeper slam 3, hurt 2. Forearm smashes 2, hurt 2. Forearm smash 2, hurt 2. Spinning neck breaker 3. That is the pin. There's no pin there, but that will be another fatigue token. And Joanie Laurer with a DDT, hurt 2. Forearm smash 2, hurt 2. All right, the ref is back up. Joanie Laurer going to roll her DQ, which is a 4. She is not DQ'd, so the match continues. Power slam 2. Melina reverses it. DDT. What just happened there? DDT 3. Sorry, there's some weird stuff going on with my computer. DDT 3, choice D. Not going to go for the power move. Going to go for the agility 9 or less. It does work. Dazed 1. Melina coming back. Handspring elbow. That will work. Hurt 2. DDT choice D. Again, can't go for... She'd have to roll a 5 or less. So going to play it safe. No, that doesn't work. A power slam 2. Hurt 2. Swinging neck breaker 3. Down 3. There's a power bomb plus 3. Target is 8. Roll is a 4. And that will end the match. And that will send Joanie Laurer to the next card to face Sherri Martel for the title. Power bomb. And let's see, 1.5. Oh, we'll give it 2 stars because there was a ref knockdown there. All right, it's time for tag team action. Who will face the Blonde Bombers? Let me add some match counters here for both sides. Did I not add Missy Hyatt? No, I did as a manager. Okay. Let's see. Both corners, independent. Manager interference attempts, 1. Okay. Add both corners, independent. Distractor ratings, 1. And then Missy Hyatt. If Missy Hyatt is at ringside and her charge rolls out of the ring, roll 1 die. Okay, so we're going to add loaded purse mechanic to the red corner. This can occur once per match. We got that over there. And then the only other thing I want to double check is that I'm pretty sure Lou Albano, for tag teams, his distraction is a 9. Right, so we'll just roll separately for that. All right, we're going to have Davey Boy Smith start versus Rod Price. Neil is going to be rolling out a 20-woman battle royal tonight for his Velvet Fed, so you can check that out. Neil usually posts his results on Facebook, so you can check them out there. All right, let's roll the dice. Let's ring the bell. Who's going to face the Blonde Bombers? Davey Boy Smith starting out. Side headlock. 1. Hurt 2. Running drop kick, 2. Rod Price reverses it with a front face lock. Davey Boy Smith reverses it. Delayed vertical suplex, 3. Down 3. Double headbutt, 3. Add 1. And that is a tag move. Hurt 2. Into the ropes. Whips Rod Price into the ropes. But Rod Price hits him with a pile driver. Rolls on level 3. Russian leg sweep, 3. That catches him. Target is 2. Rolls a 9. Able to kick out there. Price going to tag out to Tatum. Death jump. He is going to roll up instead. Knee drop. Choice C. Agility is... Oh, wait. What is his... In tag matches, we're using the bold stats. So his power is a 0. I'm going to go for the power. 7 or less. 3. That does work. But no, Dynamite Kid reverses it. Hits a knee drop. Hurt 2. Can he make the tag? No, he cannot. Gut wrench suplex. 3. Down 3. Diving headbutt plus 2. They are going to use a pin save here. Oop, did I not add a pin save? Sorry. Add to the red corner. Pin save. 2. Bloop. All right, so they're using their first pin save here. Tries to help, but is stopped by the opponent. Roll your pin. So the target here is 5. The roll is a 9. He is able to kick out. Death jump. Dynamite Kid going up to the top. Blasts him with a flying clothesline. Tombstone pile driver, choice D. Power is a 0. Going to go for that. 9 or less. 3. It does work. Hurt 2. Snap suplex 3. Down 3. John Tatum is going to roll out of the ring. Now let me look at this this thing really quick. If Missy High is at ringside and her charge rolls out of the ring. Oh, he didn't roll out of the ring. He rolled leave the ring. So that does not take effect. But he is going to roll out of the ring. Both wrestlers roll disqualification. Uh-oh. Let's see. Captain Lou going to use his distraction. No, we're just going to roll DQ. Captain Lou wouldn't try and DQ there. Bulldogs are DQ'd, but let's see if John Tatum is DQ'd. Target is 5. Rolls a 12. So that ends the match. Controversial fashion for sure, as the Bulldogs get disqualified. And I love this storyline wise. Yeah, it doesn't make for great watching, but I love it storyline wise. All right, so Dynamite Kid, John Tatum, DQ when Tatum. I gotta know how to spell. Lures Dynamite Kid into a brawl, and Dynamite Kid gets DQ'd for brawling. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 star match. Yeah, 1 star match. That wasn't great. So now the California Connection will go on to face the Blonde Bombers because of their dirty, underhanded tricks. But you know that the Bulldogs will be still chasing them. All right, it is time for our main event, ladies and gentlemen, and that is Frank Gotch versus Dutch Savage. The winner will go on to face Kurt Angle for the title on the next card. He's got a coal miner's glove thing, but we're not doing coal miner's glove. Let's roll the dice. Let's ring the bell. And Frank Gotch going to start things off. Into the ropes. Whips Savage into the ropes. The wrestler with the better ropes rating. They are equal. So Gotch rolls on level 3. Reverse Nelson. 3. Add 1. Hurt 2. Into the turnbuckle. Whips him into the turnbuckle. Into an incredible neck-breaking clothesline. Hold on 1 second here, folks. We've got a spammer over on Twitch, so I'm just going to take care of that really quickly. Stream Manager, let me ban. Banned. Okay. Because we're dual streaming on YouTube and Twitch. You bounce forward and off the turnbuckle in an incredible neck-breaking clothesline. Opponent rolls on level 3 offense. Out of the ring, not going to throw him out of the ring. Cross-face and arm bar. Hurt 2. Series of punches. Choice C. Let's see. Agility is well, he's got a -1 either way, so might as well go for the agility. 6 or less. No, doesn't work. Savage whips Gotch into the ropes, but Gotch hits him with a pile driver, and then another reverse Nelson, adding another fatigue on there. Down 3. Savage going to roll out of the ring, crawls helplessly back in. There's a guillotine choke. Down 3 again, going to roll out of the ring. You grab the opponent by the leg, smash him into the turnbuckle post, throws him back in, rolls on level 3, hits him with a big knee drop. That catches him. Target 1, rolls a 4. Gotch able to kick out of there. There's a running pile driver. Target 4. Roll is an 8. Savage on a big comeback here. Choice H. Agility is a -3 or death jump. Going to have to risk the death jump even though he has an A. Blast him with a clothesline. Thumb to throat 3. Add 1. And now Frank Gotch is bleeding. Not from the throat, we'll say from the mouth. There you go. Down 3. Savage. Thumb to throat again. 3. Hurt 2. Into the ropes. Whips him into the ropes. Puts it down with a running back elbow. Belly to back suplex 3. Hurt 2. Drop kick 2. Hurt 2. Belly to back suplex 3. Hurts 2. Into the ropes again. Whips him into the ropes. Uses a specialty move. Goes in for the kill. There's the running pile driver. Target is 7. Will Dutch Savage go on to face Angle? Let's see. Target is 7. Roll is a 7. Yes. The match is over. And Dutch Savage picks up a huge win over Frank Gotch with the running pile driver. 3.5 stars there for that. So our next card, the main event, will be Dutch Savage versus Curt Angle. California Connection versus the Blonde Bombers. And Joanie Laurer versus Sherri Martel. We also have George Hackenschmidt versus Vampiro in a rematch, which should be interesting. All right, let's check out our rankings to wrap things up here. And Hollywood Elite Wrestling. And let's look at our women's rankings first. There's Sherri Martel up at the top. Joanie Laurer here with her win streak of 3 going up against Sherri Martel. And Lelani Kai with another win moving up as well. Let's look at the tag teams, non-singles rankings. And let's see. We've got the British Bulldogs down here. Where's California Connection? They're down here, but they have 100%. Oh, so I guess they had 3 wins, and that was their 4th win. So certainly on a high streak. So you can now sort by streak here. So you can see if you go by win streak, California Connection is in the number 2 spot over there. And then when we look at our singles rankings, removing the ladies, you can see Curt Angle's up here at a 9. And if we sort by streak, Dutch Savage comes up with 5. Vampiro's a 5. Rocca and Idol both at a 3. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. So next week, next week we should have, there should be a stream. I don't think there would not be. I don't see a reason why there wouldn't be, but we will see. All right, friends, that is going to do it. I want to thank you all for tuning in. Salvador America, Franklin Long, Neil Lau, Bear805, Kamala, Mr. Baseman, Salvador America, Miho Burns, Kathy Evans, who else? Michael Brada. Everybody was here today. Joe Brooks, Gerandis. Thank you all. Thank you all for tuning in. We will talk to you all very, very soon. And we will see you back here for more Hollywood Elite Wrestling action. Goodbye.